Anomaly.
All right.
First episode, baby, the moment everybody's been waiting for.
Not what you knew you needed.
Hey, man, that's what it for real is. The podcast you didn't even know you needed, man. We
Yes,
happy
sir.
to talk some NBA hoops with everybody, man. Me and my man, D D, man, what's so good?
Man, I'm good, man. Like just want to generally talk real basketball, like actual, like no narratives, no fake agendas, just real basketball. So I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah, talking just what's going on in between the lines,
Yes,
is
sir.
no, man. But yeah, like you said, dude, the podcast that they didn't know they needed, and like you said, talking about the facts. I feel like a lot of these guys on these shows, man, they just come on here, got agendas to either bash the players, make themselves look better, or just talk about stuff
Yeah.
that's not even relevant. Like, who cares about some of these things?
Yeah.
They'll put up a photo of 20 great players and say pick two. Like, why?
Like, what does it matter? They all different positions.
Yeah, it's just
They
like pick two of them. Like, why am I in this position to pick two of these dudes? For what reason? What happened?
we got the with the expansion draft.
Yeah, it's a expansion
Yeah.
draft. A picture of Larry, Kareem, Michael Jordan, Kobe. Just like, you got to bench one. Why? Why do I have to bench one of these players, man? So yeah, I'm excited to just talk some real hoops, like you said, man. And that's why we gotta go ahead and tell people the name of the show. What you call it again?
Anomaly.
Yes, sir. Here's yours
Anomaly,
truly.
just different. That's all. That's all. We're just trying to do something different and authentic.
And we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with this stuff too, for sure.
Of course.
Man, let's go ahead and get into it. Last week, shit, we had a bunch of good games. A bunch of good games. We highlighted a couple of them to talk about. Uh,
Yeah.
the, the Bulls and the Heat. I know it was one that you circled on your calendar, and your boy
Oh,
Jimmy.
that was the Wizards,
The
Wizards in the
Wizards,
Heat.
the Wizards and the Heat. And your boy Jimmy came
Yeah,
back. How was he looking?
bro. Jimmy Butler is like he's like a really rare player. He's like always in control of the game. Like he might not always like be scoring. Like he ain't about to give you 30 every game. He might like do something weird. Like he give you 10 points and he has 15
You
assists,
look
which he
up, he
did
got
last.
15 assists. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's a weird type of dude, and I feel like he's just always in control. And like that, he makes everybody in that Heat team better. So wow, that's the reason why we got these no name dudes. Like we who's Gabe Vincent and why is he balling like this? Like we
Right.
got like dudes like this who just come out the G League and get the hooping. Because Jimmy allows everybody to be who they are, and he like fits in the rest. Like he'll glue every other piece together.
And
So
that's
like
the most important thing, like there, what you just said. Jimmy he's okay with letting those guys shine. He don't take it
yeah,
personal when Gabe Vincent scores 20 or Tyler Hero scores 40. He loves it more than them, I feel like sometimes. He's just the ultimate leader, I feel like. Takes the back seat. He drives when they need him to drive. And
yeah.
sometimes he'll be chauffeur. He got the DJ playlist for you. He'll do
And
what you
he
need him to
does
do.
not care. He
Doesn't
does
care.
not care. And like that's why I say he's one of my favorite players because when he's ready to turn it on, you're gonna see him turn it on. Like we seen in the bubble 2 years ago. They lost to the Lakers, but remember the game was a game six when he came back and gave you 40. Like
Gave 40
so he
nasty.
he does what he needs to do, and I like that Miami Heat team, and that's a team we haven't seen at full strength yet, and I don't know when we will.
That's what I was gonna say. With everything going on, not many teams have been at a consistent full strength, but
Hmm.
like you said, the Miami Heat have definitely been one of the best. The addition of Kyle Lowry has just been low key exceptional. I know they
Yes.
talked about it a lot early in the season, but now I feel like it's kind of gone underneath the table. But adding Kyle Lowry to the Miami Heat was just genius.
Oh, of course, it just fits, man. Like he's like a little bit of a point guard version of Jimmy. So like he's
Yep.
another guy. He's not playing for stats. He's just trying to play basketball the right way. He got his shooters. He wants to get his shooter shots. He got his bigs. You got guys like Omer, Houston, like the big, like he's
The
putting up double
undrafted one,
doubles.
yeah,
We
going
never like you
crazy.
know what I'm saying. So like they're letting everybody like be who they are, and like they're trying to just like we're gonna get the win. So like I like those two. And my guy Bam has been out, but like I love that team.
And Chicago Bulls is another team in the East that has been very impressive to start the season. And a game that they just had against Washington, Pacers had a good game as well, but DeMar DeRozan, man, we were just talking about him.
Bro, back to back buzzer beaters is like one that's crazy. But like the way they like been doing it, like people forget like DeMar DeRozan can play basketball. Like we've seen him with the Raptors, he got put out by Bron, but like he's a good basketball player. Like with Levine, you got DeMar, like you got Lamar who can facilitate a little bit, and he's getting his passing numbers up. And like you got Zach who can give you 30. These two dudes giving you 30 a night, and like you got Vucevic giving you a double double, Lonzo
Yeah,
giving you
Vooch
probably
is
like
solid. And
yeah, and
people forgot about DeMar, I feel like, because he went to San Antonio and they haven't been San Antonio that we're used to in the history of the past. So they
yeah,
kind of forgot what they got going down there. But I think he went down there and became a better basketball player.
yeah,
He
for
picked up
sure.
some stuff from that San Antonio type of playing and pop, of course. And I feel like now he's just so well rounded. And
Oh,
I
of
feel like the
course,
game
yeah.
is at like a complete pause to the guy. I mean, to shoot that damn buzzer beater that he shot, to even think about shooting that shot is absolutely ridiculous.
Which one, man? He got the pump fake in the corner and then off one leg.
The
Like,
one
come on,
leg,
yeah.
no,
Like
that's nasty.
that's overdoing it. I'm watching the game and I'm like, yo,
And
you
he
better
took it
get to
with
the mid range.
confidence.
Yeah, like I'm like, you got to get to the mid range. That's your bread and butter. But no, he up to shooting two threes a game now this year, and I think he's shooting like 36% from three. So like he actually everybody wanted him to shoot threes. Now he's shooting them a little bit
Yeah,
and making them. So like he's getting that scoring number up, making his team a little bit better and more versatile, opening that floor up. So like he's really showing everything, man. And I think that like when you talk about that San Antonio piece, that passing is
yeah,
like really
passing.
like that's something that he's grown at.
Yeah, he's a fantastic passer now. When Lonzo and AC aren't in, you're confident when DeMar running your stuff. And that's
Yeah.
what he did a lot in San Antonio. San Antonio hasn't had like a true point guard, in some years. They've been just
Mm-hmm.
whatever forward wants to go. And I feel like that's what DeMar got in San Antonio the last 2 years is a lot of ball handling, a lot of running
Mm-hmm.
the show, transition. He's finding guys, and you can see the Bulls just playing with so much fun. They're just having fun out there.
Man, that floor is like just open for them to take. Like, man, you just spoke on Alex Caruso. Like, I know he's been like a meme for like the Lakers and stuff, but Caruso's doing the thing, bro.
He
Like I
is
love like
low
guys
key.
like I love that backcourt with like Caruso. I love Lonzo because like those guys they don't play for stats. They just play to win. Like those are like they're just playing to win and get the job done. So like Caruso is doing a crazy job. Like
Yeah,
he might give you another weird stat line where he got like 10, 6, and 6 or something like that.
4
And
steals, couple blocks,
yeah, he's doing
no
all
turnovers.
some of the things don't even show up on that stat sheet. So Caruso, he's big for that team. But that although like they're doing so great, I know that um losing Patrick Williams is really gonna hurt them a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna help. Their bigs is the one issue you got when you look at that team, and you
Yeah.
got him playing the 3-4 ish, mostly the four. Losing him
Mm,
definitely hurts.
yeah. Especially that defense. Like I know like they're winning these games, but these are also high scoring games. So I feel like they need a little bit more some defensive guys. But they right now they're doing a good job of just outscoring guys and they playing good basketball.
I love that 76ers Brooklyn Nets game. That one went down to the wire, and I just like to see in Joel Embiid show that he's the best big man in basketball. I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes he doesn't do it, and you look at the last 5 6 games this season, he's every night trying to get you 30 and 15. Like he's
Hmm.
not. He used to be okay. I feel like with 20 and 10.
Hmm. I think Embiid is doing another like I think he's like also trying to like prove that he's all right without Ben, if that makes sense right
Yeah,
now.
no,
So
hundred
like he's
percent.
like
You can see that
he's
shit.
like he's good. He's like, yo, y'all got me, build around me. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been around, built around Ben, we've done that. He get him out the way. That's what he's really focused on. And
Yeah,
he real like we got that debate about who's the best big man with him and Jokic in the clear front right now. But Embiid be doing it like on both ends. You see him both ends defensively. He's there. He's a force there, and then offense like nobody can stop that man.
no, offensively he's an issue, and like you said, he's definitely got some of that Kobe Bryant type of selfishness in him, where he's like, I can do it without this MF. Like this,
Yeah,
You don't need him. Trade him away. I'm good. Give me some old guards like Tyrese Maxey and Seth Curry who want to hoop and shoot.
Yes.
Some guy, you saw what he told Tyrese Maxey, like, shoot the ball, just shoot it. Because if you miss it, I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah. And that's like, bro, that's another under I'm gonna say it's not like highlighted as much as like that's the signs of a good leader, you know what I'm saying? Like encouraging those guys. Like,
Yeah.
I know like people talk about him and it's like sometimes they bring up his health or his weight or something like that. But like, when it comes to basketball, he's there, he's showing up and he's like empowering these guys.
Oh yeah, he's running that Philadelphia, type of lifestyle on his sleeve for sure, blending right in. The city love him,
Hmm.
team love him. And I mean, honestly, if they can keep this up, they're looking like one of the better teams in the East. But we've said that many times before about the 76ers early in the season.
Oh man, and that East is a fight.
Like,
I know we got like
juggernaut,
Brooklyn at the
man.
top head, but those Brooklyn up top, but like I think Embiid by himself can like change a game, especially in the playoffs when it's more of a half court setting.
Depends if he's healthy.
Yeah,
Always the main question for Joel. Is he gonna be
and
healthy?
yeah, of course. And then like shout out to Tyrese Maxey in the season he having without like
My
man,
goodness.
I know he's not like a traditional point guard. He's a more of a scoring guard. But he's doing his thing and taking advantage of that opportunity for sure.
He playing his ass off, man. To step into that role with the expectations and to fill those shoes, and he hasn't once tried to be anybody but Tyrese Maxey. That's what I like the best. He hasn't come out there trying to be a Ben Simmons guard or anything like that. He's being
Hmm.
himself. I didn't see him, look off Joel sometimes to go ahead and finish strong at the rack. Like he's just being who he is, and I think that's what the Sixers needed for sure. Because he a point guard, but like he young, but they trust him right now to run their shit late in the game.
I like them, but the other flip side we haven't talked about with on that game is the Nets, and the
Man,
Nets are a scary team a little bit for me because like right now, one thing that is they lost to the Sixers, but they also lost back to back games.
yeah,
That's another thing we didn't highlight. But like watching those games, they're kind of like I'm not gonna say they're cocky, but they're like they don't care if that makes sense. They care when they want to care. So like I feel like it's kind of like weird. Like KD got this thing like he'll be KD when he wants to be KD, or like right now I feel like they're so good that they like kind of just easing through.
yeah. I feel like they got too many vets on the team where they know it's a
Mm,
long season. It's 82
yeah,
games. They got a lot of
yeah,
vets. LaMarcus Aldridge, Patty Mills. Guys who played deep into some to playoffs, and I think they all know it's just like we just got to get there, and
yeah.
which is good and bad to have that mentality. But I know
Hmm.
exactly what you're talking about. They always try to turn it on late. As soon as it gets late
Yeah,
in the game, 5 6 minutes, then they want to turn up and show that we got the best players on the court. But you was down 12,
yeah, yeah.
and
So
now it's a
like
dog fight, and then you dog fighting to try to win.
they too talented. If they're almost
Yeah,
too talented. So and bro, you speaking about those vets is getting it done. Like I,
man,
I think that I feel like
Aldridge.
that's a thing that the league is missing right now is vets. Like I feel like the Nets are showing like you need these vets to win. Like you see Patty Mills doing crazy things. Get Patty Mills to give you five threes. He's shooting like what 44% from three this year.
Yep.
He's coming in
Yeah.
and doing his job.
17
And
last night.
he fouled out too. But
Yep. He balled
yeah,
out last night too.
but man, he's doing his thing, bro. And not although I talk about him fouling out, he's actually playing good defense. Like watching the games, if you watch guys, they don't want to go up against Patty because like he'll draw a charge. Like like he's kind of small, so like it looked like you did more than you did. So like he getting his feet set. So like if you like a small guard, man, go watch Patty Mills. You see how he uses his body for good
Man.
on both sides of the ball.
Patty's special, really, really underrated guard who I think
Hmm.
again played what he needs to play in San Antonio. People didn't give him no credit, and now he's showing you like different sides of his game that he got. But something I look at when I watch Brooklyn, I want to know if it's just me, honestly.
Hmm.
Does this sounds weird? Does James Harden pass too much? I feel like sometimes while I'm watching the Nets, I, he's making great basketball plays. I understand great
Hmm.
passes, but he's passing the ball sometimes to guys who I'd rather not see them shoot the shots that he gives them. And
Ah,
it seems like sometimes it kind of messes up the flow of their offense. Sometimes they'll have a good pick and roll, and he's just not shooting the shots I feel that he used to shoot when he was in Houston. The James Harden that we came to love. He's now throwing a no look fadeaway pass to Bruce Brown for a deep three. It's just like, do you want that?
I see what you mean. I feel like these last probably handful of games, he probably changed it up a little bit. But early on the season, he was a little passive, I would say, and he wasn't like getting in that paint. He wasn't like the scoring machine
Yeah,
that we know James Harden to be. And like I think so. I think he's trying to find that balance, especially like you're playing with KD, and who anytime you can just pass him the ball and say go score for us. So
yeah,
I feel like he's trying to find that balance of like when can he be James Harden the scorer, when can he be the James Harden the facilitator, and then like when to get these other guys involved. Like,
yeah. Yes, I definitely can see that for sure. I think the Nets honestly would be the best Nets when James Harden is the scoring James Harden. Because when you
mm,
think about what he did in Houston and how he became James Harden, the reason he was able to get 8, 9 assists is because he was scoring so fucking much. Like
that's true.
he, it wasn't because like, oh man, like he's gonna beat me off the dribble. He's making some great passes. No, he was literally scoring so much that they were sending 2 to 3 dudes at him. Someone had to be open. I think when
Mm,
he gets back to that way of playing ball, and right now I feel like sometimes he's looking to make a good pass instead of I
yeah.
think he used to look to put the ball in the hole, and if he passed it, and then whatever happened after that happened.
Mm. I think it's some good and bad because like um I don't want to be a corner dude. I don't want to sit in the corner all day either. You know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah,
some of those guys are young guys, so I feel like giving it up early, and getting those guys some opportunity to like go hoop a little bit. I feel like that's good,
that's
and it's
exactly
like
how I feel like he said that in his head when he passed that shit. Hey, go
yeah,
hoop a
like
little bit.
and I think it's like he's trying to get us some confidence, but like and right now it might look like he's passing too much, but once again that's James Harden. Like when it playoff time and that money on the line, I know he's like he don't care about none of that. KD, let's roll, Patty, let's
And
hoop.
that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he turns it on. But we saw last year when they both tried to turn it on, and physically there was nothing left in the tank. When
Yeah,
they tried to turn,
yeah.
so like they both got to realize that they've been in the league now almost a decade. So that turn on ain't like it used to be.
Mm.
So I think it's a new year now, 2022 on. Like after Christmas, I feel like you got to turn it on. All
I
Star
think
break is too late to turn it on.
it's more like I think that comes with like disrespecting the game a little bit. Like,
There we go. Yeah,
but they're so good. It's like
so good.
it doesn't matter to them. Like, but like it's also like I ain't gonna say like but like basketball guys are like
Yeah.
bring you back there. Like damn, now we lost. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yup.
And like we shouldn't have lost. But like that team is like I think one of the biggest things we're not talking about also is like Joe Harris has not played.
Man, that's been a
Joe Harris has
gigantic loss.
not played.
The best
Like
shooter on their
Kyrie hasn't
team.
played, but Joe Harris has not played either. Like that team is not even a fully healthy team. So like that's why I say they're really scary, and and their role players are doing a crazy job. They got the bodies, they got the shooters, they got
Yep.
we haven't seen the
Can they
best
keep it
Cam.
up?
Oh, we through the playoffs. That's all we need to
That's
see is
all that matters.
just staying healthy, and like Cam Thomas, we haven't seen Cam Thomas like really like unload, and we know the scorer he is. Like
Yeah.
we've seen it in summer league, we've seen it when he goes down to the G League, and he has the G League, and he has some opportunity. We know he's a bucket. We see Clax dog. We see Nicholas Claxton is
Claxton's
also
getting
like
better every day.
every game you see him
Every
like
single
open up
game.
a little bit more, and like he's a dog.
He a dog. He a dog. I wonder who's your players of the last week go to? Give me a guy in the East and a guy in the West. Or two in the East, two in the West. What'd you have?
Oh man, obviously I gotta go with Demar off the two buzzer beaters, and he giving you 25 both games. They winning these games. I gotta go with Demar in the East, and then in the West, I gotta go with John Morant.
Yes,
Man,
man. What a
John
comeback.
Morant,
What
like
a
he
comeback.
had a nice week. He had a nice week. One, we seen him give the Lakers 40. You know that's the marquee game.
The marquee
Give
got
it,
to.
and then I don't know if everybody watched this, but he also sent the Suns home at home. Like he sent them to the crib off a buzzer beater.
Yep.
So how you beat the number one seed? You get the King 40. So like John Morant is up there. And then the West again. The King.
The
Like come
King.
on, bro.
The King
Like
been playing pretty good.
bro, he giving you. What he giving you
He giving you
35?
35 a night right now.
Man, and like I know they're not winning all these games, but you see that's that's LeBron right there. Like
Yeah.
he trying to keep them afloat, giving you these crazy stat numbers. This is like 23-year-old Bron, bro. I know everybody talking about these 37. Like this is not normal. Like this is not normal.
Nah,
Like,
we definitely he heard the shit that people were saying about the Lakers and saying he was a little too old. So like he making it known I'm not too
yeah.
old. I'm good. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
fine. And the thing is, can they figure it out? Who knows? My player of the week in the East, Joel Embiid for me, a
Mm-hmm.
big gigantic win I think against the Nets. And then the West, the King, he been doing good, man. I'm just not sure if that Lakers team is it. I wasn't sure before the season though, for the record. Ain't like I'm not one of those people who just thought that it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
When they got Russell Westbrook, I was like, you know, my love for basketball said yes, great move, but like knowing how that was gonna work,
It's not
and
natural.
it's not. It's only one ball. So when two dudes literally dominate the ball and are great at dominate the ball and have never had to play off ball in their entire careers, that's
Mm.
an issue. That's an issue, especially when neither can shoot.
Yeah, I think the shooting is one thing that hurts. I hate to be that guy because I don't think like Russ is great at what he does, but like for that team, like to play with LeBron, he probably
To be
needs
with
like
LeBron, you need to be a shooter.
or play just be able to play off the ball a little better.
Yeah.
Because like right now he's playing like point center a little bit. Like he's getting the responsibilities of like sometimes he's in a dunker spot. He's rebounding. Like he's like it's a little weird. It's not unauthentic.
They trying really hard to make it fit, man. They really are.
Yeah.
But like, I just when I looked at the roster, I didn't see what people. I looked at it and just saw, dang, y'all need some shooting help. Like I love Melo. Melo's my guy. Big love for Melo. Melo cannot be your best shooter. Cannot be. Not anymore. Not anymore. No. 8 years ago, Melo could. Even no, actually no. Melo can never be your best shooter. He's a
Not your best
scorer.
shooter.
He's
Like
a scorer. He puts that mug in the hole. He gonna knock down some threes for you, but he can't be your number one. We need a three. It can't be Melo every time. That's not it. And that's what the
mhm.
Lakers are at. You had Austin Reeves playing because they needed a shooter that bad. And he
Mhm.
played terrific. I add Austin Reeves did play great there, but like, come on, you gotta.
I think one thing they need is I don't think they're gonna get it, but I think they need some consistency. I think they need some consistency. Like you see every year, if LeBron's not a top three seed, it's like, oh, we gotta trade everybody. And I
Yeah,
think like that could be good or bad. Like you ain't get no familiarity with these guys. Like as like we say, it looks bad now. Like it could get worse. Like you know what I'm saying? So
they're gonna make a
like
move. They're gonna make a
they are.
move. Sadly, they are. So it means, and with the players on their team, that means someone's gonna get moved because they don't have like any. They got too many damn guys. They got 12
Yeah.
guys, and they want to play all 12 of them.
Hmm.
So someone of a big name is gonna get moved for sure. We know it ain't gonna be Russell, it ain't gonna be AD, and it ain't gonna be LeBron.
No,
And we
no.
know that for a fact. Any owner that trade for Russell Westbrook's contract right now gets fired the day after.
I think the thing. Well, yeah, Russell Westbrook's contract
Guy
is
making
crazy.
44 million and he's playing like this. You can't trade for that shit and you can't get away with that. You gotta get fired for that.
It's tough too because like that's Russell Westbrook. This
That's
a
a Hall of Famer,
generational. This is a Hall of
first
Famer.
ballot.
And you know what the thing is, or what the landscape of the league is like. I don't. I think everybody like kind of got their guards of now or their guards of the future. Like guards are like dime a dozen now. Like
Yeah.
so like it's kind of that's kind of tough to find a good guard like for us right now.
It's it's gonna be very I'm interested to see, what the Lakers try to pull off for sure, because they got some question marks and it ain't just
Hmm.
at the guard spot. The bigs need some help too.
Yeah,
Um
that defense is not
Losing
good at
JaVale
all.
McGee, I said it 2 years ago when it happened. Losing JaVale McGee was one of the silliest things that they did.
And Dwight Howard the first time.
Yeah. Yep. Right the first time. It's just whew, some questionable decisions. But looking ahead, man, to next week, man, so got some great games coming up. Some great games. I checked the schedule. Tomorrow we get the Grizzlies and the Nets. I think John might be due for another 30 piece.
Hey, that's a big time player, man. Like he shows up in big time games. Like I just said, we gave the Lakers 40. Like I know he hears all the buzz with the Nets. He probably gonna put on another show. You see what he did in the playoffs last year.
Man, I
He's
think
an
it might
all
be a
star
good one.
this year. He's an all star
It
this
better
year.
be.
So it's gonna be. Oh, and please expect KD to show up because KD likes to. I think KD plays like little mind games too with like younger players.
Yeah.
Like came to Detroit and gave K 50. Like, come on, like I think KD's gonna also have a big game too though.
Who you got winning that one? Grizzlies or the Nets?
I got the Nets. They're gonna win three games back to back to back. They're gonna
They gotta
so
go. They gotta get one dub.
yeah, they're not gonna just let these slip.
Man, my favorite team in the NBA to watch right now, the Hornets. They got the Wizards on Monday night. Talk about some dudes having fun. I love them Charlotte Hornets, man. They out there balling.
Those are buckets.
That's
Those
gonna
are
be
buckets.
that's gonna be a game full of highlights. Is the Hornets and the Wizards? I think the Hornets probably gonna win it, but the Wizards quietly looking okay over there. Bradley Beal got them boys playing,
The Wizards got a team full of depth. Right now they're missing Spencer Dinwiddie.
which is
That's
huge.
20 points, So like I like the Wizards somewhat, but that's another team that's not giving you no defense.
Oh yeah,
And
shit.
they're not giving you any defense. They're undersized. They're missing Thomas Bryant. We haven't seen Rui Hachimura all year.
No, what happened to him?
So they got some good upside. But you bring up the Hornets. I like that Hornets team. I think defensively they're not like they're still allowing probably 115. Like they're allowing a lot of points. But like LaMelo's a show. Is LaMelo an all-star right now, but I don't know if he is or not, but he's a show. I think he might be an all-star this year.
He right on the thin line. Tough conference to make it in. That's the issue.
Yeah.
It's tough
Yeah.
conference to make it in. The Bucks
Yeah.
and the Nets Friday night. Nets got a lot of big games, and I think they got to win both of them. I think they win both of them. I got them beating the Bucks on Friday.
Yeah, I might have to. Where is that home? Is that home?
It's at home. Yep, both at home.
I have to see if Chris Middleton comes back for the Bucks.
Yeah,
Because I think that's gonna be just a good game overall. Good game. Actually, I'm gonna go with the Nets regardless because I think KD just wants to show like these are the games KD cares about. Like
these the ones.
This is the one he's gonna show you. Like, all right, what do you say? I'm Kevin Durant.
You know who the fuck I am. I'm
you
him.
know who I am, Kevin Durant. So I think that's the games he's gonna show you. He KD.
Lakers and the Hawks Friday night. The Hawks finally got a primetime game. They don't get too many of these, man. And they got to go to LA. So this is a big game for the Lakers, though. That's the issue.
I think for the Hawks, it's like that's gonna young players have fun in LA. Like they get busy when they go to LA. So I mean,
it's got to be a business. It's got to be a business trip, man. They got to keep their head on.
That's what I'm talking about. In a game, they having fun. Like you see guys go in there and get you 30. They get the Lakers 30. Your favorite player is giving the Lakers 30. So Trae Young might do that in his sleep, give you 30 and 10. So I think
Trae might be on for a 30 piece Friday night.
And I know it's another tough game because you guys are just rotating some guys in from COVID protocol. Now they lost a bunch of guys, and so I might have to go with the Hawks there.
Man, it's tough though because you keep looking at the schedule. It's like the Lakers, y'all got to get a couple of leads. Like a couple of these games, y'all gonna have to get. And
yeah, but nobody's letting them get these.
No, they coming to beat the Lakers every single time. Like they coming to embarrass the Lakers. Honestly, that's what every time they play, they want to embarrass the Lakers. That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know. They need some answers with this defense. I mean, I think they get. Yeah, I think they just need some answers with this defense primarily. Like they don't have any like defensive identity.
Ain't gonna get one. What's some role players you looking at this week, last week that you like and that's thriving in their roles?
it's kind of hard for me to say a role player like this, but like my guy Desmond Bane in Memphis is balling. I don't know if he getting the credit he deserves right now.
Nope.
I think Dylan Brooks went out for a little bit, and Desmond Bane is giving you 20 like
Yep.
any other night. So
He filling
Desmond
in
Bane is
perfect for Dylan.
Desmond Bane is a bucket. He's a bucket. He's a shooter. He's a bucket. I like Desmond Bane right there.
I'm really liking low key your boy Kobe White
Kobe White.
in Chicago. Oh my goodness, I love Kobe here. I feel like he been a little quiet since he came out of UNC. You ain't really heard much about him, but
Mm-hmm.
he's secretly a very good young guard. I think I like his upside, and he been having some fantastic games over there as well.
Oh, Kobe White's a bucket for sure. Uh, I think it was like kind of it's a big market. It's a big market, and I don't think like I think it's hard to be like a good young guard right away. And like I think
Hmm.
he's on a path to be a good young guard, but it's just not as quick as like people expected.
Yeah,
And then
100%.
it probably looks a little different next to two guys who giving you 25 a night. So like I think Kobe White is like you said, he's a bucket. He's a good guard.
With all the buzzer beaters this week, I just want to hear give me 5 of your most memorable NBA buzzer beaters. 5 of them.
Oh, okay. All right. Of course we going. I gotta go with the Bean, Kobe
Gotta go with the
Bean
B.
over D Wade.
Over D Wade. Okay.
Yeah, it was something I just watched live, and that's always gonna stay for me. So Kobe over D Wade off the glass. Oh, I'm trying to think what I seen with my own eyes. Uh, not a not a buzzer beater. Ray Allen in the corner.
San Antonio.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The shot. Okay.
yeah. Gotta go Ray Allen in the corner. Hey, this one is like this is just my memorable ones. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah, just you.
this is I'm going with Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin over in Toronto. Just to
Bang.
walk up. Just to walk up. I think that just symbolizes so much, especially because I love guys who you don't expect to like be who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The
Uh,
underdog story.
and once again, when you talk about that, who am I talking? Like once again, these are the ones I've seen with my eyes. So I gotta go. It it at his peak. I think he gave a
And
Kent
Boston.
Bazemore. Kent Bazemore. He gave him to Steve Smith. Step back, bucket, gamed him.
Gabe do. Yup. That's 4.
Ooh, whoo. And then I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment and say DeMar DeRozan either, but that was like that was the last one.
That's what I wanted to see. Did a one
That,
footer crack?
uh, I'm gonna have to, I can't say yeah, cause like I don't know if I don't think it's like it signifies anything for his career, but like in my mind, the only one in my mind, you know what I'm thinking of? I don't know if you remember this one is John Wall against the Celtics in
Okay.
the
Yep.
2017
2017.
2017 over Avery Bradley.
Yeah,
And
that's a banger too.
I say John Wall. I know people probably like, why are those ones like? But I know say John Wall because it's like we haven't seen John Wall like that like in a while. So like that's when I think of John Wall, like who John Wall
That
really
moment
is.
come back. I know exactly the shot you're talking about. Yep.
When I think of like it or who it really is, that's what I think that's his like career. And I think of Jeremy Lin. You feel me? Like at
You
Jeremy
think of
Lin's
that one.
peak, that's what I
That's
think
5
of.
good ones. That's
So
5
like
good ones.
that's what I think of. And of course the Bean. Like come on, bro.
That's also on my list. That was my one for sure. Number 2, I had Dame over PG. The
Oh
bad
my God.
shot. The bad
I
shot.
I got it. Yeah. That's
uh
definitely. I thought
3
about it out.
3
I'm
was
sorry. I gotta replace one too. I'm sorry. I gotta replace that. I might have
you
to take
say
John.
that's
I
Dame
didn't.
one was nasty, man. I forgot
I didn't.
3.
Yeah. I didn't escape the claw.
I didn't even count the claw on mine. I
Yeah.
was
I
gonna
didn't.
say 3 was Derek Fisher over the San Antonio Spurs with point 0.3
Oh, point
seconds
four.
left. Point
Ooh.
0.4 seconds left. That one I almost cried. And then my last one is when Steph Curry pulled up from half court against the OKC Thunder.
Yes. Yeah.
Like two steps after half court, just raised on him. And I remember looking at my dad, and my dad was like, "That was the most open he was gonna get." And I was like, he probably actually thought that too. Is why he shot it too. Like, ain't no hands here, so fire.
Yes.
So yeah, them the 5 moments, man. It's been some great buzzer beaters you've been seeing. Like you said, when you watching it live, they make you just jump out your seat.
Oh my, yeah, like
It
it
ain't
just
the
stick
same
with
as a
you.
highlight.
It just stick with you. Like that's why like I'm kind of upset I didn't even think about the claw because like
You
I
know where
seen a
you was at when
replay
you
of that.
seen it.
Yeah, I was at a Myers. I couldn't even see it. I remember exactly where I was at. So like those ones, I gotta throw that Dame in there. That Dame in there. Oh my God, that's the best buzzer beater. Might maybe hands down.
Dude, that man, dude looked at that's a bad shot.
To give you 50
To get you 50 in a game, bro, you better
and
take that
and
on that.
and
You better
and send
take
these
that,
guys
man.
and send these
And
all
sent you to
everybody
the
on them.
crib.
No, to
I
send
got
them
it.
to a whole new state. How you got your franchise players traded after that?
Hey, we sent you to Cancun with that shot, man. Don't tell me it's a bad shot. Get out of here. Man, that's a good first episode, DF, bro. Message to the people.
Oh, bro, like with this, bro, I just like it's a new year. It's 2022, and everybody's like coming out with these New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, and we like gym memberships are going up. Everybody got these vision boards and stuff like that, and like that's good. And I want to make it a point to like just remember to like be where you are, and like don't compare yourself to other people. And I know that's so harder said than done, and it's something I might struggle with myself. But like with this, stay off your social medias as much, and like don't compare
Yeah,
yourself to other people. You in your own race. You ain't comparing yourself to nobody. Like whenever it happens, it will happen. Like so, like want more, but don't forget to love yourself and like and be okay with where you at. Not okay like content, but like okay like at
yeah.
peace.
100%, man. That's what this week of basketball didn't taught me for sure. Watching these G League guys come in and step up, just
Yes,
like you said,
sir.
staying prepared, running your race, and when your name is called, all that work you didn't put in, all them hours you didn't sweat it, now you ready for the moment. And whatever
It's,
you do, not even in basketball, whatever you do.
yes, sir. It's gonna show, bro. And I just fully like believe like God gonna give you an opportunity.
Yes, sir. Definitely. And just be ready for it. You know how many you gonna get. So when you
Yeah,
get it, you gotta be prepared for it.
yes, sir. I'm with you 1,000% on that.
Hey man, that's a wrap. Episode 1, the pilot Anomaly completed, man. That's been real, DF.
Bro, appreciate you, bro. Hope to see you soon, bro.
Yes, sir. We're gonna run it back for sure. Y'all stay tuned next episode.
All right.
Anomaly, a podcast presented by Sports Time with My.